Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Battlefield Waltz on my channel. I almost didn't hit the record button in time to catch that opening part.
おいおい、聞いたかよ。グスタフのやつ、クビだって。
I knew that they were going to say something at the beginning because I rewound it back, so I was quiet for a moment. Like as always, it's been a week since the last Battlefield Waltz, and I decided to go ahead and record this before I recorded a 9 rip because my husband's going to be home tomorrow, and I want to make sure that this was recorded so I can at least edit this and not have to feel like I'm rushing it. Anyway, so let's see. In the last episode, she got confronted by Gustaf, who tried to kill her and her family to force the sword to awaken in someone else. Well, all of her friends came to her rescue, defended her. She also fought with the power of the sword, and now Gustaf is no longer a staff member at Nirvana. Rightfully so, too. I mean, you don't assault a student as a teacher. Like, that's just not okay. But I think she's feeling a bigger sense of purpose now. She said she's going to fight with the sword for her own sense of justice. She didn't really say what that was, but she feels accepted now with her friends here at Nirvana, and she wanted to stay here. And this is actually the first chapter into Abel's chapter. It doesn't give off any kind of indication that it is, but chapter 6 is when Abel's route begins. I wonder how long each individual chapter will be now that we're actually in a route and not in the common route anymore. But we're in chapter 6, and Abel has 5 chapters by himself. So it's twice as long as I should say just as long as the common route. Anyway.
当然じゃね。やったこと考えたら自在で普通。
I know, he got off easy with just being fired.
だよな。キオラ女王の優しさだな。
The next day, everyone was talking about instructor Gustaf. Every student glanced at me as they passed.
でも、魔剣で叩きのめされたんだろ？
やっぱすげえな。俺も魔剣欲しい。
Like the cursor could just be like passed around. Since it was completely Gustaf's fault, most students were sympathetic towards me. It shifted their perception of me. I hope things quiet down soon. That night I headed to the backyard to pick lunaria flowers and was surprised to see that somebody was already there. Could it be Mephisto? Since she's asking, it's probably not. Is it Abel? What a surprise, seeing Abel in his route. Despite being far away, he must have noticed me because Abel turned around. Though it was hard to see in the dim light, his mood seemed to sour upon recognizing me. Why? Then again, I basically never saw him smile in the first place. He said basically never, but he's smiled a couple of times. Good evening.
Ah.
Going for a walk?
そんなところだ。お前は？
I came to pick the lunaria flowers.
ああ。
He's so awkward, he doesn't know what to say. And that was where our conversation ended. I was hoping that we could chat more, but I don't know what to say. From my perspective. Oh, yeah. Also, Chalet put some kind of thought into her head that love will soon blossom for her, or, you know, it's around the corner for her. And she's like, no, I don't have time for this. But then the thought came in her head, Abel. So maybe she'll be a little bit more aware of Abel now. From my perspective, he was no longer intimidating like my first impression of him. Now I knew he only seemed cold but was actually a kind person. Unfortunately, that didn't mean we could easily chat.
グスタフの件。
Huh?
大変だったな。
Thank you for...
別に礼などいい。当然のことをしたまでだ。それよりも、お前に聞きたいんだが。
Yes?
お前はニルバーナ側に母親を人質に取られていたのか？
Huh?
真実をお前の口から聞いておきたいんだ。あの時、俺には万が一の場合に備え、グスタフの殺害許可が出ていた。
Oh, they had permission to kill him? Oh my goodness.
もちろん、ニルバーナ側がお前の母親を保護していたとは説明されている。けれど、それは本当なのか？お前はもしかして、彼女たちを盾に、ニルバーナにいることを強制されていたんじゃないのか？
So it's not just about holding hostage. He wants to know if she is being forced to attend the school against her will, is what I'm guessing. That's...
はっきり言っておくが、俺は心の底からエリアスやキオラ女王を信頼しているわけじゃない。
Abel?
人助けのためにここにいるわけでもない。
What is your reason for being here?
青臭い正義を振りかざすつもりもない。俺がここにいるのは都合がいいからだ。それでも隠蔽や暴力がまかり通るような場所にはいたくはない。一応俺はここにいる限りニルバーナに命を預けることになるのだから。
Right.
だから確かめておきたい。さすがに校内の目立つところでこの話を切り出すのは気が引ける。そういう意味ではここでお前に偶然会えてよかった。
He looked irritated earlier because he remembered that incident. At least I didn't sense any animosity towards me from Abel's attitude. That was reassuring for some reason.
正直に答えろ。グスタフは以前からお前に高圧的な態度を取ったりして脅迫しなかったか？顔色が変わったな。
No, it's...
隠すな。もしもそのような事実があったとして、お前はそのことをエリアスたちに言わなかったのか？それともエリアスたちは知って黙っていたのか？
That's not it. After my outburst, I realized he wouldn't be satisfied unless I told him everything. Well, I slowly breathed out and fidgeted with my uniform scarf. It's true, Instructor Gustaf did say some harsh things to me before, but no one knows about that. Oh, but Mephisto did step in once to mediate. That got me thinking. Maybe that's what made Instructor Gustaf escalate his behavior.
やはり暴力でも振るわれていたのか？
No.
本当か？
I'm not lying. The instructor pointed out how I was a woman and weak. They thought I shouldn't be allowed to be the one who had the cursed sword. Oh, he looks irritated again.
なら、なぜ教官や？俺たちに何も相談しなかったんだ。
Huh?
いや、そんな教官の立場を利用した卑屈な真似など。
Huh? Why do I feel so happy? Because he wanted to defend you? Is that what made her happy? I asked myself while observing Abel's slightly awkward explanation. Oh, right. I knew Abel was kind, yet he probably didn't see himself that way. I doubted he even noticed it at all. I didn't tell anyone because I was mortified. Do I want to look at all of the choices because I don't know if these will show up in any other route. Probably not, but okay, since we're in a character route and these choices probably won't show up again, I'm going to go ahead and read everything for completion purposes and just to see what different reactions they have. But anything that has a save file attached to it and anything after the save file, I won't be reading because we'll look at those when we go down the different endings for this character. So first we're going to say I believed I could handle it. I thought I could handle it all myself. I think I was being stubborn too. With the cursed sword issues, I wanted to have everyone acknowledge me as quickly as possible. But you know what? When you said, let's go back, I was so happy. I couldn't help but feel better.
別に俺は当然のことを
That's a really big blush, oh my goodness. That nothing was really important to me. I did my best, but I couldn't do it alone. And your support gave me strength. I'm going to pause for just a second and go back up and see if the lines are the same now. Alright, I'm going to say I was mortified. I think I was mortified.
悔しかった。それでどうして何も言わないんだ
I wanted to handle it independently. I guess part of me felt that way.
ああ
I think I was being stubborn too. With the curse sword issues, I wanted to have everyone acknowledge me as quickly as possible. But you know what? When you said, let's go back, I was so happy, and I couldn't help but feel better.
別に俺は当然のことを
That nothing was really important to me. I did my best, and I couldn't do it alone. And your support gave me strength. I realized that I was allowed to be here. That's why I'm grateful to everyone. He's so speechless, doesn't know what to say. Thank you.
お前はありがとうとか礼を安売りしすぎだ
Huh? Really?
そうだ
Cheapen the words. Only say it when it has bigger meaning, bigger influence, I guess? I don't know. But I really mean it.
まあお前が納得してるならそれでもいいが
Abel said it with a sigh before he looked at me as if he had recalled something important.
そういえば
What is it?
野営の時のあの晩飯シチューを残しておいてくれたのってお前なのか
So it was. Why would he bring it up now? She's gonna lie. No, she's gonna say it's me. First, gonna say it was Yuriana. Yuriana says she would leave some for you.
そうなのかでもこの間聞いた時にはあいつは私じゃないと言っていたが
You've been caught in your lie. Huh?
だからお前だと思ったんだが違うのか
No, you're right. It was me.
なぜ嘘
Sorry. I just felt a bit insecure about it.
何が恥ずかしいのかよくわからないが女というのはそういうものなのか
Hey, some women kind of feel insecure with men. Maybe it depends on the person, I guess.
まあいいあのシチューうまかったぞ
Aw, he smiled. Okay, now we're gonna go back up. Alright, it was me. Yeah, it was me.
やっぱりそうか
His voice took a softer tone when he said that.
うまかったぞあれ
She doesn't know what to say. Hearing that, I suddenly felt my neck warm up. All I did was the cooking. Pash got the meat, Nikkei picked the mushrooms, and I discussed the seasoning with Yuriana.
なんだ、せっかく褒めてやったのに。
Why can't you accept a compliment? Well, thank you.
お前は、ありがとうが口癖なのか。
I know, he just scolded you on that. Well, not exactly.
まあいい。
Abel roughly ruffled his hair.
お前はこれからもここに残るのか。
Huh? This question caught me off guard, so I might have made a weird face. Oh no, the lines didn't converge. Oh well, I'm pretty sure it would eventually. He was talking about how good it was, so it probably was only a couple of lines away.
脅迫されていないのはまあ分かった。だが、ならばお前がここにいる必要があるのか。
Hearing that from him, after he was the one who said that we should go back, it was unexpected and I felt a little shaken up. But I don't think he was being condescending. He was probably trying to be considerate. I'm going to try my best here. My mother and Nina are now living at Queen Kura's castle, but I have no home. Besides, I'm starting to like it here. I answered him with a smile. What I said in the castle wasn't a lie. I'm not here under orders. I've decided to try my best as a member of Nirvana. So I hope that we could be allies moving forward. Scowl. I bowed deeply. I could see the tips of Abel's well-polished boots.
しごくぞ。
I felt a slight touch. It was his hand, sort of tapping my head. He just patted her and walked off. Hey, he's touching her now, though. He seems the person to, like, you know, not get close to anyone, but he's trying. When I looked up, Abel was already walking in the opposite direction. Abel. I brushed the same spot on my head. His touch left me feeling oddly giddy. When I looked up, Abel had already disappeared. Touch. Bye. Pat pat. Seems like Abel. 55, 56, 57. After my second class that day, I decided to practice my swings again since I had the afternoon off. 58, 59, 60, 61. Instructor Gustaf tried to harass me here before. In the end, Instructor Gustaf was banished. He manipulated my mom and Nina. He had his reasons, but I couldn't forgive him. That strange azure glow. I do think it's beneficial for everyone, but I can't rely on it too much. 62, 63. There he is. Are you gonna practice with us this time?
また素振りか。
Yeah.
三日坊主になるかと思ったら、案外続いてるんだな。
I used to do this daily back in my village.
え？
My dad told me to do this 100 times a day.
なるほど。亡き父の教えをけなげに守ってるってわけか。
It's more than that.
え？
I want to catch up to everyone else. Abel can appreciate that.
付き合ってやる。闘技場に行くぞ。
Oh? Going to train? Really?
俺も午後まで空いてるんだ。素振りももちろん悪くないが。
But sparring against a real person is otherwise. Training with Abel is awesome, but our skills are worlds apart. It's yes, please, but we're gonna say I feel bad first. Thanks, but no thanks. I'd feel bad.
別に悪くない。そもそも俺の方から提案したものだし。
Really? Then let's do it. Didn't take her very long, did it?
どっちでやる？
Okay, I'm pretty sure this will converge, so let's go back. We're in a whole new scene, so yes, please. No, I should take this as an opportunity for myself. Then if you don't mind. I wanted to say the phrase in Japanese, but I'm afraid of butchering it.
どっちでやる？
So to save myself some embarrassment, I held myself back. I don't want the Japanese speaking audience to be like, oh my gosh, your accent's terrible. Okay, what's your preference? Preference for what?
練習用の木剣と本物の剣。お前が好きな方でいい。
I suppose when he asked that, a wooden sword would be the safest option. But Abel, he was the strongest student in Nirvana without a doubt. We don't use wooden swords in battles. They use the cursed sword.
もちろん。
Abel was unfazed. Without Wilhelm's help, there wasn't much I could do. But I wondered if he was confident he could handle the cursed sword if it went out of control. Maybe he does think he could win. He's not fazed in the slightest. He drew his sword from its sheath with a decisive look. His strength and unwavering confidence was truly admirable. I was a little envious. I need to do my best. I took out the cursed sword and readied myself. As usual, I heard murmurs around me, but my focus didn't waver. I know, it's like, she's fighting Abel. Oh my goodness. Alright, go. Oh? Is it actually glowing? As expected, Abel smoothly parried my overhead strike. He doesn't even look like he's putting up an effort. He countered and I just barely blocked it, responding with my own attack. Not good. He's so fast and powerful. For the first time I saw him here, his endurance was unmatched and his expression steady. He just kept swinging his sword unfazed. My hands were numb. I only just managed to hold my sword, but his hits were relentless. I could feel my legs weakening.
どうした？しっかりしろ。
Yes. Even if I couldn't win, I refused to look weak. I anchored my feet on the ground. Those sound effects are like... He's awake. I was gonna say, those sound effects are like... Those sound effects are bordering yellow, and I don't want them to be that loud because that's so loud. Like, it rivals the sounds of human voices, so I'll turn back down a little bit more. But that's funny, Wilhelm's awake. I'll take him down. Ah! Oh my goodness. Abel's eyes widened. I was uncertain if he heard Wilhelm, but the sudden increase in my strike speed was obvious. Wilhelm, stop. Stop.
負けんか。
He recognizes it. Before I knew it, I lost control. My hands no longer felt like mine, and Wilhelm was moving my whole body. Goodness. He took control of her. I remembered a bizarre fairy tale from childhood. It was about a girl who wore red shoes and danced endlessly. Wilhelm, that's enough. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with him? Trying to release the sword was futile. I felt as though it had merged with me. Did he hear him that time? It moved at an amazing speed. Despite being controlled, I was surprised by my own limbs. Wilhelm? Is Wilhelm actually trying to kill Abel? Oh no. At first I didn't know whether Wilhelm wanted to kill him or just win, but I quickly realized that they were one and the same. At least to Wilhelm they were. I can't let that happen. I was still unable to release the sword or alter its path. All that was left was to pray. Wilhelm, stop this. Abel isn't your enemy.
うっせえ俺が倒す相手は俺が決めるおめえの指図なんか受けるか
An unseen force seemed to rip through me. A deep, menacing bloodlust was taking root in my heart. Uh-oh. You must control the sword with unwavering resolve, or it will take over your mind. You may even be driven mad and die. In the past, many alleged heroes were overtaken by the cursed sword and met their death. Oh. I recalled Mephisto's words and felt chills. But right now, if I succumbed to the cursed sword, Abel's life would be in danger. I could even lash out at everyone here, taking lives indiscriminately. I need to stay strong. I won't let it control me. Struggling. Gonna disarm her. Ah! A powerful strike knocked the sword out of my hand, and Abel.
おい、大丈夫か
I know. He senses the urgency. She's trying to kill him.
すげえ。アベル、もしかして負けに勝ったんじゃね？
今の絶対そうだよな。やっぱりあいつすっげえな。アベルの方が化け物っぽい。
No, it's just because she surpassed him long enough for Abel to take the upper hand.
どうしたんだ？大丈夫か？
Instructor rushed to my side. The surrounding chatter faded away. My body felt heavy.
おい。
Uh-oh, she'll pass out. Oh no! My head spinning. I felt like I was being lifted. My eyelids grew too heavy to keep open.
しっかりしなさい。
Dazed, I was sure the instructor would. I want to see Abel carrying you. Can't. The village? Why am I here? I was standing there alone. I couldn't see anyone. I couldn't hear anyone. No. This must be a dream. I took in the serene village and experienced a strange feeling. The village is gone, burned to ashes. Right now, I am with everyone at Nirvana.
気づいたか？
Huh?
大丈夫か？俺のことがわかるか？
Do you recognize me? Waking up to Abel's face so close to mine startled me. I hid under the covers in embarrassment.
ああ、目覚めたか。よかった。これを飲みなさい。ただの水だよ。
Thanks. What happened to me?
闘技場で倒れたんだ。もしかしてそのことも覚えてないか？
No, I do.
記憶は正常のようだね。顔色が若干悪いが。
Was I...
君はおそらく魔剣に乗っ取られかかったのでは？闘技場が騒がしいので見に行ったんだ。君が倒れる寸前からしか見ていないが、動きがいつもの君ではなかったように思う。
じゃあやっぱりあの声はそうだったのか。
You did hear it. Abel, you heard Wilhelm too.
ああ。
I'm really sorry.
ね？
A wave of exhaustion, guilt, and regret washed over me, threatening my grip on the glass of water. The cursed sword caused you trouble.
そんなことは一言も言ってないだろ
むしろ君は褒められてもいいと思うのだが、少なくとも君の強い心が魔剣を制したのだから。
What?
違うかな？あの時君は何を考えていた？
We needed to protect him. In that moment, I took a sip of water. I just wanted to be stronger. I was worried that Wilhelm might kill Abel. I was determined not to let him control me.
ならやはりそうなのだろう。とても貴重な事例だ。 素晴らしい。私は早速報告してくることにしよ
Oh,
う。動けるようだったら寮に戻っても構わないよ。だるいようならもう少し横になっていてもいい。君の好きにしなさい。
then I'll head back to the dorm.
大丈夫なのか？
As I tried to get out of bed, Abel looked at me with doubtful eyes. Yeah, I'm fine, no headache or anything.
じゃあ送る。
What?
いや、途中でまた倒れたりするかもしれないだろ
You have to make sure you're in tip-top shape. Abel's awkward look made me feel the same way. I'm gonna say first I'll be fine. It's fine, the girls' dorm is close by.
う。いや、危ない。
It's not safe.
とにかく、一人は良くない。
You're not going alone. We will take you. Alright, get back up. Alright, thanks. Well, alright, thanks. Like you said, anything could happen.
そういうことだ。
If he is to his excuse to be with you. It's nearly evening, so I was knocked out for the whole afternoon.
そうだな。
What do you mean looks like it? What do you know? Wait, what? Does that mean that Abel was watching over me this whole time? As soon as she was like, wait, what? I'm like, he's playing it off because he was there watching over you. He didn't want to admit it. I suddenly stopped in my tracks.
どうした？やはり体調が戻ってないのか？
I don't even know if I read that line, but it's fine. Abel, were you there all afternoon?
いや、ずっとじゃない。
I see. Abel seemed to catch the relief in my response and frowned.
なんだ？俺がいるとまずいのか？
No, I just don't want to be a burden.
そんなことは思ってない。
He doesn't like you putting words in his mouth. He's already told you this.
ただ、やはり魔剣は使わせるべきではなかったかもしれないなと反省している。
Oh, do you feel responsible now? That's not on you, Abel. I chose to wield it myself.
だがまさか、こんなことになるとは。
He's got a sense of guilt and responsibility for allowing her to use it. Abel, it pained me to see him carrying the guilt. I promised to get better.
え？
He looked at me puzzled, and I could feel my cheeks warm, but I had to finish saying this. I'll become mentally tougher so this won't happen again. I won't trouble anyone. I don't know how long I'll have the cursed sword, but I'll try to wield it better.
お前、妙なところで前向きだな。
Huh?
普通の女なら逃げ出しそうなのに。
She's a strong-willed girl. But
もうすっかり魔剣を背負う覚悟決めてるんだな。
I'm not sure if it's determination, but I did ask Miss Fisto when I first came here if the cursed sword was removable. So she did try to run away. But she can't, she has to accept it. He said it could eventually destroy me if I did.
そんなことを言われていたのか。
But I'm glad he was honest with me. It's better than to keep me in the dark. I told you I want to do my best here.
ああ。言ってたな。
Abel? He looked troubled at what I said. Maybe he thinks I'm naive. My reason for being here was completely different from Abel's.
いたいた。倒れたって聞いたけど大丈夫？
うるさいのが来たな。あとはあいつに任せるか。
The noisy one. Bye, Abel. Huh?
じゃあ。
あれオベル
By the time Yuriana ran over to me, Abel was already far away. He said that before she got there. That's funny. Here comes the noisy one. I also think he's probably too prideful to really be seen with her anyway. Don't worry about him. He was just looking out for me because he was concerned.
心配
He's like, what? Abel's concerned about someone? I was sparring with Abel when I collapsed.
ああそうだったんだでもなんともなさそうでよかった
I am sorry to make you worry. After a brief pause, I continued. It seems to happen sometimes when I use the cursed sword. I'm not sick or anything.
そんなこともあるんだなかなか難しいね
It's fine. Now let's head back. Wilhelm? Hey, Wilhelm. I guess I can't wake him up by myself. Curious about today's incident, I went to the backyard to try to wake up Wilhelm. Wilhelm, wake up, please. I need to talk to you. But there was no response. Ah. I tried to summon the cursed sword. Wilhelm, can you hear me? I summoned the sword, yet still no voice. Wilhelm. He's like, nope, I'm going to stay asleep. The next morning, Instructor Maya visited early, directing me to Queen Kura's castle. The purpose wasn't stated, but after yesterday's events, I assumed it was something about the cursed sword. I knew the sword might act up, but I never thought it would be like that. Ah. I halted upon entering the hall. The three monarchs were already waiting, their gazes fixed on me as I walked in. You have become top priority. I was going to say a threat, but not a threat yet. But you've definitely turned some heads. It's rare to see them all together. Their concerned remained calm without any sign of annoyance or hesitation. In contrast, Queen Kiora and King Illidas wore solemn expressions. The differences made me see the distinct roles they play within the continent.
信じたくない気持ちもわかる。だが、これは仕方のないことでもあるのだ。人が集まれば、それだけ多くの意志がそこに集う。ましてやニルバーナはあのような場所だ。
How were they discovered?
森でロムアの武将とニルバーナの男子生徒が話していたという目撃情報があったのだ。
Romua, that's who I was thinking of. I don't know if they're from the east or the west, but I was thinking of those guys in particular.
ただし、確定してもいない。ロムアと接触していた者はマントを羽織っており、顔は全くわからなかった。ただそのマントから覗いていたのが、ニルバーナの男子制服とそのブーツに酷似していたというところまでだ。
So that means it could potentially be someone unaffiliated with Nirvana.
あ、
やはり仲間を疑いたくはないかい？
Of course, but first we're gonna say I don't think it's right to assume. Not exactly, but I don't think it's right to assume the suspect was just that.
確かにそうだな。
The discussion abruptly ended there. It appeared all three were hesitating on who should speak next. Did I say something wrong?
あ、いや、まあ。
私から言ってもいいですよ、キオラ。そういう内容を彼女に伝えるのは一番適役でしょうから。
I wonder if I can go back up yet. Let's try this.
やはり仲間を疑いたくはないかい？
Of course. Of course we're hesitant. Of course, they're all precious allies.
まあ、 その気持ちも確かに大切なものだな。
The discussion abruptly ended there. It appeared that all three were hesitating on who should speak next. Did I say something wrong?
あ、いや、まあ。
私から言ってもいいですよ、キオラ。そういう内容を彼女に伝えるのは一番適役でしょうから。
The way they are, what does that mean? What's going on? From the way it looked, I could tell it wasn't going to be good news. After mentioning a spy, what else could there be?
いえ、私の国で起こったことです。私の口から彼女に告げるべきでしょう。
King Kiora. King Kiora slowly walked towards me and gently took my hand. Her warm, delicate fingers enclosed mine.
ラン、私はこれからあなたにとても残酷なことを伝えなければなりません。
Your family not safe. The queen had an expression of deep sorrow. She never looked like that before, even when we first met after the attack. It only heightened my anxiety.
このようなことをあなたに伝えたくはない。けれどあなたにはすべての真実を知る権利がある。
King Kiora, what's this about? Is this directly related to me?
ええ。
I instinctively looked towards King Illidus and King Sarazar for support. They remained silent with somber faces. Even King Sarazar's usual composure was replaced with concern.
あなたのあの村の先の戦。仕掛けてきたのは隣村のタシク村と言っていたわね。
Yes, I'm certain of it.
実はね、あの後のこちらの調査でタシク村も似たような状況だということが判明したの。
つまり双方の村の自警団の男たちが何人か誘拐もしくは殺害され、互いに罪をなすりつけるような情報操作があった。
So was it someone else then? What?
そしてそれを先導したのは
Romua?
東側のロムア
I knew it. Romua?
と私たちは踏んでいる。
ここ最近西側でロムアの者の目撃情報が非常に多い。俺たちも警戒はしていたのだが。
君も見たろ？
I recalled the menacing group I saw in Azul, but that's not definitive proof.
だから君に探ってほしいのだよ。
This is where you come in.
お前の言う通りだ。まだ全て確たる証拠は揃ってはいない。ただ少なくともオゼールとタシクの争いについてはあまりにも突然すぎたし、それに
What exactly are you suggesting, King Illidus? Please just tell me.
うちからはイグニスが向かったのだがな。死体の状況から考えて相当な手だれの仕業だと。村の自警レベルではない。もっと戦に慣れた者たちの動きが絶対にあったはずだと。
No.
おそらくまだお前には分からぬだろうが、苛烈な戦場を幾度も駆け抜けた者には見えてしまうのだ。その剣がどれだけ血に汚れているか、人を切ることに迷いがないか。
The blood marks on a sword.
可能性はいくつかある。一つ、ロムアから秘密裏に兵が送り込まれていた。
Oh yeah, I just put two and two together. This is incredibly important because they were supposed to be keeping a peace. And if they have broken the peace, well then it's it's time for war, I guess.
一つ、もしくは自分たちは参加せず、 手だれの傭兵などを雇い指示だけを出していた。一つまたはニルバーナの生徒が素性を隠し紛れ込んでいたか。
What?
生徒の誰かが学校側に秘密に傭兵的な働きをしていたのかもしれないということだ。
No.
単純に可能性の問題だ。ニルバーナの生徒たちの戦闘能力はこのオルテシア随一。それはわかるだろう。優れた戦闘能力を有する者という条件ならば真っ先にニルバーナの生徒が上がる。もちろん一番最初に私たちも徹底的にあの近隣を調べ上げた。
だが反乱の企てにつながるようなものは一切見つかっていない。ミルベリアは平和な国。それはお前もよく知っていることだろ。
I want to say this before I forget, but I think the game is trying to make you look at Abel as a possible culprit. I say that because he said the reason why he's in Nirvana was because it was convenient, and that he doesn't fully trust Alias or Kiora. He could not trust them for various reasons, but the fact that he's in Nirvana not to help other people, he's doing it for himself, and it's convenient. So I don't think that he is associated with Remua, but I think those words are there to put suspicion in the reader's minds. Whether she suspects it or not, I don't really know, but that's the first thing I thought of was Abel, since this is Abel's root and all. Yes. All I could do was nod.
すまん。
King Illidus.
村のことやあの教官のこと、いろいろ一気に降りかかったお前にこんなことを頼むのは心苦しい。ただキオラが言うように、お前はやはり真実を知る権利があると思うのだ。俺たちだって信じたくはない。だがニルバーナの小僧たちの誰かとロムアが接触している可能性があるのなら、やはり見過ごすことはできない。偶然かもしれぬ。
He said Nirvana uniform. Could that be an instructor too, I wonder?
たった一度、もしかして城下で声をかけられ呼び出されただけかもしれぬ。もしくは何か弱みを握られて仕方なく、そいつ本人も苦しんでいるかもしれぬ。
Suffering the most, like Pash? Oh.
そうであってほしいと思う。お前の村のことには関わっていてほしくないと心の底から思ってはいる。
ラン、よく聞いて。あなたもニルバーナに席を置く者としてロムアの名は耳にしたことがあるはず。私もあのキリル条約により東側がこちらに攻め込むことはない、そう信じたかった。けれどもう東側のほとんどを支配下に置いたあの国が次に何をするか、あなたにも想像できるでしょう。
To invade this side. The room fell silent at my words. I was shocked at myself for saying that aloud.
もしかしたらそもそもオゼールとタシュクの戦いも魔剣のためであったかもしれない。
How so?
剣は平和な時代には不要なもの。君の村に戦火を燃やせば魔剣が出現するのではと考えた可能性もある。
Oh. My legs trembled. Amid the chaos and flames and screams, the chilling sound of clashing swords. I had managed to suppress those memories, but now they returned vividly. So, it was the cursed sword's fault.
勘違いしてはダメよ。
Queen Kiora,
私たちはあなたに復讐を遂げさせるためにこの場に呼んでこの話を伝えたわけではないの。ただ真実を明らかにし、そしてこのオルテシアの平和を長く続かせたい。それだけなの。あなたはとても賢い女の子だと思う。今は苦しいでしょうけれど、決して憎悪に落ちることはないと信じています。
they all looked at me with a determined gaze. Protecting the realms was their duty. I wanted to help as best I could, too. But there's a problem with the cursed sword.
昨日暴走したという件かしら。
Oh, you were aware of it.
もちろん報告は受けています。ただこんな言い方をすると冷たく聞こえるかもしれないけれど、魔剣の暴走は想定内のことです。
Abnormalities. We expected this of you. of it.
ただそれとあなたの身の安全を図るのはまた別の問題なのだけれど、後でエリアスの方からまた改めて話があると思うけれど、一時的に校内の鍛錬においては魔剣の使用を禁止するように命じてはあります。
You can no longer practice with it. It's out of control. It could harm. If it wasn't Abel, it probably would have hurt someone really bad. I expected that. This brought me some peace of mind. I haven't heard Wilhelm's voice since, so I couldn't talk to him even if I wanted to.
ダン、この場でもう一度あなたに伝えておきます。あなたと私たちが出会ったのは確かにあの魔剣がきっかけです。そしてあの魔剣の力をオルテシアの平和のために使ってほしいと思っているのは確かです。ですが魔剣がもしこの世から消え去ったとしても、あなたの価値がなくなるわけではないのですよ。
そうだぞ。見ているとお前はどうもそこを重く考えすぎている気がするな。己が弱いと思うのなら鍛えればいい。それだけだ。イグニスもいつでもお前を歓迎するだろう。
I was overwhelmed. The monarchs had such wisdom and heart, qualities of a great leader. King Kiora made me realize this.
どうかな。心は決まっただろうか。
真実をあらわにするためにこの役目引き受けてくれますか？
She didn't even answer. It's just fading to black. You can assume her answer, though. I wonder if he's among them. Abel? I looked around the cafeteria as sunlight streamed in, filled with the usual chatter. Students enjoyed breakfast with friends. But the heavy news I received lingered. Perhaps I was still keeping it together due to the resilience I developed here at Nirvana. Or maybe my heart still hadn't caught up to reality.
どうかした？誰か探してる？
No, it's nothing like that. Joanna looked around suspiciously as she ate her bread in front of me. Just noticed how few girls there are here.
ああ、
No, I think she's looking for someone. I felt guilty for that small lie, but I couldn't tell her the truth.
数えられるくらいしかいないもんね。
There were many more male students in Nirvana, which also meant that there were that many potential spies.
あはよ。
I know, now she's gonna look at all of her friends now. I'll be like, is it you? Is it you? Morning. Ash probably isn't the one. Is it you?
おはようございます。今日もいい天気ですね。
Morning. Looks like it'll be sunny all day. Asuka wouldn't do something like that. Did you I think that about all your friends, though.
おはよう。
He doesn't strike me as a spy. I mean, if anyone is a spy, it's probably Lustin. He's the prince. He can hide as a spy, no problem. But he's also a prince, so unless he's lying about that.
おはよ
Can't see Nikkei in that role either. I know, not the combat. I can't think of the word I want. Combat impaired, I guess. None of them seemed like a match. After saying hi and looking at their faces, none struck me as potential spies. Oh. So she is going to suspect him. Our gazes locked as he approached. Morning, Abel.
おはよ
Abel's personality pretty much rules him out. Okay, I guess she's not going to suspect him. Maybe. Now everyone's off the suspect list. I never thought it would be easy, but now I was painfully aware of how difficult this would be. It could be anyone. But he's not necessarily someone I know. There are so many people here, so I know, like, she's suspecting her friends, but you know how many people are here? I should think about my search method.
じゃあ私はこれから闘技場だから。
See you at lunch in the cafeteria. After partying with Yuriana, I made my way to the first aid nursing class.
グスタフの件聞いたぞ
I mean, anyone would suspect this guy right off the bat, right? Because he's a bully. I wonder if she is too. Richard appeared from behind a pillar in the hallway.
魔剣はちゃんと使えるようになったのか
Not sure yet.
そんなことだろうと思ったグスタフの時のことも僕はこの目で見ていないしこの間はアベルと戦って暴走したんだろ使えないな相変わらずどうせならアベルと相打ちになってお前たち二人ともボロボロになれば面白かったのに
His disdainful gaze felt as piercing as the first time we met. Could it be? A thought crossed my mind. No, I shouldn't make assumptions. I know. Like, you want to think it's the bad guys, but I mean, probably not. He's probably just your average bully.
魔剣ってお前が死ぬまで取り付いてるんだろだったら早く死ね
Oh my goodness.
グスタフはバカだったよやるならもっとうまく立ち回ればよかったのに
Richard.
その魔剣早く誰かに譲った方がこのオルテシアのためだ
We're gonna say first, that's none of your business. It's none of your business.
あるだろう戦場で迷惑かけられたくないからな
I won't be.
つまらない強がりだな
Listen, Richard. I haven't mastered the cursed sword yet, but I've made up my mind. I'll find out why the cursed sword chose me. He gets easily angered, doesn't he? You can't change my mind. Your words won't affect my resolve.
可愛げのない女だな
Richard. Alright, so he's walking off. Let's go back. You can't make me hand over the cursed sword. Listen, Richard. I haven't mastered the cursed sword yet, but I've made up my mind. I'll find out why the cursed sword chose me. You can't change my mind. Your words won't affect my resolve.
可愛げのない女だな
Richard. Just let him go. He's just a spoiled little brat. Good evening.
おう、ご苦労さん。
I have fewer today, but there were lots of buds. I'll bring more next time.
おう、そうか。でも最近、エリクサーの出来がいい。あんたのおかげだな。
Not really, I'm just gathering the flowers.
いやよ、きっとルナリアの木にも精霊がいてな。かわいい女の子に世話してもらって嬉しいんだよ。
I wish I could meet such a spirit.
そのうち本当に出てくるかもしれねえぞ。
Oh, I have an idea. Maybe I can ask him casually. I thought this over as Guido turned around to check the lunaria petals. Hey, Guido.
なんだい？
Do you go to the forest often?
そりゃあもちろん、狩猟は俺の趣味と実益を兼ねてるからな。
Do you ever run into our students there?
ニルバーナの？ニケはよく見るよな。いつも薬草持ってて、何が仕事かわかんねえな、あいつ。
Herb gathering is an important job as well. Anyone else you've seen?
見回りの連中にも時々出くわすし。なんだ、どうかしたのか？
Oh, no, it's all fine.
ギード、ごちそうさま。お題はここに置いておくわね。
Oh, Chalet, I didn't see you there. I know, he probably listened in on the whole thing. I definitely wouldn't be talking about spies in front of people like Chalet or Tiflet.
よく来てるわよ。そういえば、ここであなたに会うのは初めてだったかもしれないわね。
じゃあな、シャオレイ。
おやすみなさい。
Guido, I'll be on my way now.
あ？森の話は一体何だったんだ？
You're not gonna tell me? It's nothing, I was just curious. Forget I mentioned it. Bye. You. Is Shelly gonna stop you out here? After delivering the Lunaria, I found myself not ready to head back to Nirvana, so I stared out at the sea instead. The ocean at night was pitch black. It was scary, but I was fascinated by the moon's reflection dancing on its surface. I did say yes to the mission, but how am I supposed to even look? A day into the spy hunt, and I was close to giving up already. I guess I sounded suspicious when I asked. The challenge wasn't just the search, it was the suspicion that ate away at me, and I couldn't tell anyone about the village. I'm sorry, Richard. Back then I doubted him. It was all because of something personal. I shouldn't have suspected anyone on such grounds.
Wah!
I knew it. Ah. Oh, Chalet, don't scare me like that.
また会ったわね、お嬢さん。夜の海を眺めながら何を落ち込んでるの？
You know, and talking to herself about being suspicious of people and stuff. No, I'm fine.
あらそう？でも、ルナリアのお役目はもう終わったんでしょ？戻らないの？
I just wanted to relax a bit.
あら、気分転換しなきゃいけないような辛いことでもあったの？
I could hear Isaiah in his way of speaking, but his voice is a higher tone, so it's like a younger version of Seiya. There we go. That's how I would think of it. It's nothing serious.
私でよければ愚痴の相手くらいしてあげるわよ。
Thanks, but I'm fine, really. There was no way I could say that I was on a spy hunt. Doesn't believe you. But what?
今日はおいしいエクレアがあるのよね。
Come eat with me.
今日はお店も暇だし、寂しいわね。お話し相手が欲しいわね。
Make her guilt trip her. Chalet,
一人でエクレア食べるのつまらないわね。
Fine. Guilt trip turned to eating with you.
入水自殺しそうな背中だったわよ。
Throw yourself out the ocean. I wouldn't go that far, but yes, I've been feeling a little down.
秘密厳守よ。
No, we're not trusting you with this. Huh?
何でもどうぞ。聞いてあげる。
You're a suspicious character. I wouldn't trust you with anything. That warm inviting smile gave me pause. Whether it be a spy hunting or the village, it was tough for me to shoulder it on my own. I mean, maybe you could tell him about the village, but I wouldn't tell him you're on a spy hunt. But I can't be sure if Chalet is truly an ally. I know, right? The situation with Ramua is a military secret. I can't talk about it so easily. I've been struggling with the cursed sword, but it's something out of my hands.
あなたは嘘をつこうとすると口ごもりがち。笑顔もかなり引きつっちゃって。つまりまあ、人を騙すには向いてない人種ね。
You, my friend, are lying. I'm not lying.
そういうところが。
I think I need to put my phone on silent whenever I record. That doesn't, like, go off while I'm trying to do things. Oh no, now what? He sees to anything I say, but I must keep Ramua's issue a secret.
エクレアどうぞ。
Thanks. I did into the eclair. I caught Chalet watching me, a gentle smile on his face. Just keep calm, Lon. I reached out for my teacup. Stay calm, stay calm.
森で何かあるの？
He did hear you. Huh? Sorry.
いいわ。私が片付ける。それより、やけどはない？
I heard. Okay. I barely heard it, but it sounds like she knocked over something. No burns. I'm fine, Chalet. I'll clean it up. I was the one that broke it. This is the problem with sound effects. Like, can I just turn down sword sound effects? Because I can't hear anything else that happens in this game.
あなたが破片で手でも怪我したら困るもの。女の子なんだし。それに、魔剣を握る大事な手よ。
Oh. My heart raced to his words, and Chalet quickly collected every piece. I'm really sorry.
気にしないで。
Despite his constant smile, Chalet surely saw how nervous I was. How can I get through this?
あなたが探っているのって、ロムアと関係してる男の子のことかしら？
Sounds like he has his own insights to this. Chalet. I shut it out of reflex before I gasped, but it was too late. Way too late. Yep, you've already given it away. Chalet's grin widened, evidently amused by the situation more than ever.
違った？
Well, we're gonna say you're wrong, but first, no, you're right. Why? How does Chalet have this information? Like I said, he's a suspicious character. He's got his insights. I anxiously mulled this over. For a moment, I desperately tried to rack my brain for a believable reply. And I admitted defeat. You're right, but... Chalet, how did you know about that?
その子を見たのが私の知人だからよ。あなた、ロムアのイゴールって男を知ってる？
I think we've had Igor. Yes, I've seen him.
そいつが森にいたらしいの。
He was.
遠目だったから一緒にいた子の容姿はよくわからなかったって。マントも着てたし。ただ、ブーツがニルバーナのものとよく似てたって言うから、こっそりキヨロ様にお伝えしたの。
Okay, so Igor is secretly meeting with a student. Okay, actually, I'm getting caught up in the story. Let's go back and read the other one. You are wrong. I don't know what you're talking about.
それで白を切ってるつもりなら、あなたは女優にだけはなれないわね。ま、いじめるつもりはないから種明かしするわ。その子を見たのが私の知人なの。あなた、ロムアのイゴールって男を知ってる？
Igor, yes, I've seen him.
そいつが森にいたらしいの。
So he was.
遠目だったから一緒にいた子の容姿はよくわからなかったって。マントも着てたし。ただブーツがニルバーナのものとよく似てたって言うから、こっそりキヨロ様にお伝えしたの。
That explains it.
あなた、さっき食堂で森のことを聞いてたでしょ？別にニルバーナの生徒が森にいたって全然不思議じゃないのに、わざわざ聞き回るなんておかしくない？
He was onto you from the beginning.
だからもしかして探してるのかなって思ったわけ。
Yes, you're right. There was no point in hiding it anymore. I forced a smile, continued. King Kiora asked me to, but it's hard for me to take on this task.
知人を疑うってことよね。ニルバーナの生徒でなくてよかったわ。あなたに疑われずに済むから。
Maybe it is you. Maybe you just wear the uniform in disguise.
安心して。さっきも言ったでしょ。
Chalet put his index finger to his lips.
秘密厳守。このことは誰にも言わないわ。
See, that's what I don't trust. It was too early for me to feel relieved, but Chalet's calm tone and reassuring smile eased some of the tension. I trusted Yuriana, but as long as she was a Nirvana student, I couldn't talk to her about this issue. In that sense, Chalet was the most appropriate person to talk to.
私の方でもそれとなく調べてあげる。少なくともあなたよりは情報収集は上手よ。
I believe that. Could I leave that to you? I'll do what I can on my side.
あまり頑張らない方がいいかもね。またすぐ誰かにバレそうだから。
I know, she's so bad at lying. Bye. After leaving Chalet's, I spotted a salon by the port and our eyes met. I greeted him with a wave and he dashed over, returning the gesture energetically.
こんばんは。
Evening Salon, how are you?
元気っすよ、もちろん。まあ、俺のことはどうでもよくて、マルクのことを知らせてあげようと思って。
Thanks, how's he doing?
よくやってくれてますよ。計算が得意らしくて、今は事務所の方で帳簿の勉強をやってるっす。
Oh, that's impressive.
あと一つ、お願いってほどでもないんすけど。
What is it?
あいつ、なんか剣を習いたいとかって最近言い出したんすよね。でも俺、剣は得意じゃないんで。
I can teach him.
そうしてくれますか。
I'll write a note for when I don't have class. Mark prefers the day to night, right?
よろしくっす。
Now we're going to be training the kid. Chapter 7. I was kind of hoping it would end soon because we're out of choices and it's past an hour. So I don't want these episodes to go 2 hours long because that's annoying to edit. But an hour and 20 minutes is fine, I guess. It's only 20 more minutes than what I normally edit anyway. But yeah, I don't have a lot of really closing comments other than what I said during the video. I don't think it's Abel. I don't think it's any of her friends, probably. I mean, it could be, but I doubt it would be because this spy thing is probably not going to show up in any other route. So I don't think it would make sense to make it one of her friends. It could make sense to make it an instructor, though. I mean, it doesn't have to be a student, right? They were wearing a cloak, and all he recognized was the boots. So I think it's an instructor, but that's just me. It could be Mephisto. Like, I know Mephisto seems like a shady character, and he meets Queen Kiora secretly underground, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's pulling a double life. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below and or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.